both pinned at the same time. Both the commentators didn't mention it. Dave, what did you think about it?
Yeah, I mean, we all looked at it, and am I still here? Okay. We all looked at it, and it was a double pin. I don't know why no one mentioned it. They didn't. I mean, everyone on Twitter was saying both their shoulders were down, unless that wasn't supposed to be like that, and Sasha rolled over too far, and that's why they didn't mention it. I don't know, but Justin, I mean, did you see the same thing we did?
Oh, absolutely. And, they can go a couple ways with it, having it again a triple threat since both their shoulders were down, or they can say, since your shoulders were down, Dana Brooke wins, so Dana can face Charlotte. I mean, they can go a couple ways with it, but both their shoulders were definitely down.
I thought they were gonna do is announce Dana the winner. I know they're saving Sasha and Bayley. I know they're saving that match for definitely probably Survivor or whenever they decide to drop Charlotte from the title. But I thought the match was good, but they didn't really. I mean, the replay clearly showed both of their shoulders down. I thought it would have been neat if Dana would have just jumped on top of both of them.
Yeah, and they got the pin.
That would have been a pin right there. So, kind of missed opportunity, but Sasha Banks gets the win. She's going to go on to face Charlotte at Clash of the Champions.
I'm just glad
we'll see what goes down.
We didn't get Bayley versus Sasha one-on-one.
No, not yet, at least.
Let's
see, what else can we touch on? We had Cesaro versus Sheamus, match number 5. Cesaro wins again.
Highlight 7.
Right, highlight reel with Sami Zayn. Was very good. I thought it was really entertaining. It looks like now we're going to see a little Sami Zayn and Jericho feud. That's pretty neat. It's actually going to be a match at Clash of Champions. What did you think about all that, Justin?
I really enjoyed it. It's a fresh feud that we haven't seen yet. So, I mean, these guys might have great chemistry in the ring, and they might put on a great match. But anything, especially Jericho right now, Jericho is doing some great stuff in the ring and on the mic. So, I mean, he's always great to watch. And then you throw someone like Sami Zayn in the mix now, it's going to be a great match.
Okay. So. In the Periscope chat room says... he says that the whole split is dumb in his opinion. I would have to disagree. I think the only reason why I like it is because it's given definitely more guys opportunities that you wouldn't see normally with more belts being split in between rosters. I think that's why a lot of people like the brand split. May add a lot of pay-per-views. It's adding, 19 now? That's a bit crazy. But SmackDown is still a weaker show than Raw. I'm not sure if that. Wow, I think SmackDown
is definitely above Raw.
I think SmackDown has definitely been the better show the last couple of weeks. That's for sure. Definitely tonight. I mean, the first hour of Raw. I'm sorry, SmackDown was better than Raw itself. I love to see more exposure for guys and gals. Exactly. That's exactly why. The brand split is perfect. SmackDown hasn't aired yet here. Oh, and I'm in LA. So, you're going to be spoiled. I don't know if you want to be... not that I don't want you in here, but you're going to be spoiled here in a few minutes, and I don't know if you want that. So you may want to leave. Let's see. What else is there to touch on Raw? We had a Gallows and Anderson match, tag match versus the New Day. Please follow if you like, man. That'd be awesome. We had the New Day take on Gallows and Anderson in a tag match. They're going to be facing each other in 2 weeks. Not really sure what that was all about. Anything y'all want to touch on that?
I mean, I just hope the end result is the club winning the belts. In the feud, I guess.
Dave?
Yeah, it made no sense to me. I don't know why you're gonna make us watch a tag match, even though it's gonna be with Big E and Kofi. But still, it's like, why are we watching this match again with the New Day versus the Club? We're gonna see it in 2 weeks.
Mhm.
And again, so the New Day to me is just getting less entertaining and more annoying on TV.
Okay. Do you think their gimmicks running stale in your opinion?
They've been going what 2 or 3 years together now,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like either turn them heel or do something because it's getting boring. I mean, they're not really funny anymore to me. They haven't been funny in a while. I mean, the
Right.
skit they did before the match was even like, "Oh, Gallows and Anderson wasted your time," and that's all they were doing, saying
Yep.
stupid stuff. And at least the club didn't really come out there and cut no stupid gimmick. Finally, they just came out there and
Went to
just said,
kick
"Yeah,"
ass.
and that's what they should be doing. They didn't come out with no stupid doctor gimmick or nothing really about putting someone in a retirement home. They just came out there,
Right.
and that's what they should.
Right, exactly. I agree. Let's get to the main event, which was Reigns versus Owens. If Reigns beats Owens, he gets added into the main event at Clash of Champions. If he loses, obviously, he doesn't get added. Let's see. Also, Mick Foley told Rollins before the match, if you get involved, there will be repercussions that you will have to deal with. But she did end up getting involved in the match. She gets involved in the match, causes a DQ. Mick Foley comes out, starts yelling at him, telling him, I didn't want, I told you about this, not to do this, yada yada yada. He ends up restarting the match, which was, I thought the match was really good. Rusev ends up getting involved. He comes back. He's been gone a couple of weeks. Comes back, gets involved in the match, and Kevin Owens gets the win over Roman Reigns. So far as we know it, it's going to be a singles match at Clash of Champions. Kevin Owens versus Rollins. Justin, what did you think of the main event of Raw?
Oh, actually, I myself, I like
as a whole.
As the whole show, or just the main event?
The main event. What did you think of the main event? So, Reigns getting involved.
Oh yeah, I liked it. Reigns and Roman should be a pretty good feud. I guess their last match was all right, and I just hope it doesn't end with Roman winning the title. I think Rusev needs to keep that title as long as he can. So I mean,
Right.
I liked it though.
Dave?
Yeah, I mean the match was good. I mean, in involvement, it was kind of. At first, I was like, "Oh, look, a disqualification." I was just like, "Really?" But then they restarted it. The match, I mean, it was a good match. Rusev came out, so obviously they're going to actually have the U.S. title match maybe this time. So we'll see. But yeah, and for Rollins' repercussions, I wonder if that's going to kind of be like he has to defend his title shot next week or something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's good.
There's something like that, where he has to defend it. Or maybe you let Kevin Owens pick a stipulation of the match now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do that.
I wouldn't even mind like Cactus Jack coming out and confronting Seth Rollins. That'd be kind of crazy.
That'd be interesting. Yeah. So as a whole, Raw. What did you think of Raw as a whole? Pass or fail this week?
Pass, but with a C+.
Okay. Dave?
Fail.
Okay.
I mean, I think it was better than last week's for sure.
I don't know because Tony knows this. I was talking to him on Facebook. I just could not get into Raw after that women's match. It just is bored. It was just boring to me. I was just bored. And then the main event came around. I'm like, okay, main event was really good actually. And also, I didn't mind even though we didn't talk about it, I didn't mind the Enzo and Epico match because it was something new and different. I didn't mind that. And it is funny. This is way off topic, but it seems they're really going somewhere with Enzo keeps losing every single week. He loses as a match or a tag match. He lost a singles match. It really seems like they're doing they might be possibly breaking these guys up because Enzo keeps losing every match. He keeps dropping the ball. But
yeah,
that's different topic.
Maybe to see what they do with them.
Yeah, it's really interesting. We didn't touch on this either, even though it leads into our SmackDown debate too. is that Jack Swagger said backstage that he didn't say anything. He didn't want to talk about his Raw contract. So
Right, like his Raw contract is coming up, that he didn't want to discuss it, and lo and behold, he shows up tonight on SmackDown Live. Let's touch on SmackDown tonight, where we opened up with Styles, who was interrupted by the return of John Cena. John Cena finally returns live to SmackDown Live. He hasn't been there for... I'm not sure how long it's actually been. Has it been more than a month?
Maybe a month and a half.
yeah, because since SummerSlam, so SummerSlam was in August. We just had a pay-per-view backlash, so about a month.
Yeah, so I'm going to remake the scope because I think I'm lagging a little bit. So I'm going to remake the scope real quick. So if you're there, just be on standby. So what did you think about the exchange, Dave? We'll start with you first. Between Ambrose and Cena.
Oh man, I mean, when Ambrose came out, he started bitching. You kicked me in the family jewels, and that was low. I'm gonna hunt you down like a dirty dog. And then Cena's like, man, basically calling him a bitch. You're complaining you got kicked in the nuts. You laid him up there on the ropes on his own nuts. Then you're complaining he kicked you in the nuts. I was just like, damn, John Cena just freaking tore him up like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And Cena was right too. I mean, Cena was right to say that, and it's kind of like, I don't know what it's kind of I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know. It's kind of stupid. I don't know what I was looking for exactly, but he did the same thing to him, and to complain that he cheated to win. You cheated me. I mean, that's so lame to use that word, I think. I didn't like when Brian used it later on either. I just say when they say, you cheated to win.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's bad. I don't like when someone says that. I like how Cena did it, because technically he did beat Cena clean at SummerSlam, so he didn't really cheat.
Yep.
It's every heel goes by that mantra. Even JBL says it, like, you do whatever any means necessary to keep the title or win the title, and that's what AJ did. If it was Roman Reigns, he wouldn't have kicked out of a low blow for sure.
Oh yeah.
What about you, Justin? What do you think of the opening segment of SmackDown?
Yeah, I think the opening segment of SmackDown was better than all 3 hours of Raw. Honestly, I mean,
Yeah.
it was a great exchange between all three of them, and I mean, again, we saw Ambrose with the heel tendencies. So I mean, whatever happens is going to be good either way.
Yep,
Oh, yeah,
and
that
they announced that at No Mercy there will be a triple threat match for the title between Cena, Styles, and Dean Ambrose. So that should be pretty good. I'm looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
Shane also announced that the main event of SmackDown, John Cena spoke the truth about Dean Ambrose. I mean, he did mention some good points.
About Austin. Yeah, the Austin thing where he said.
I actually am surprised they mentioned the SmackDown podcast, how Stone Cold called them out. Honestly, I was like, wow, I can't believe they actually did that.
Yep.
Like I said, Shane announced later on the main event will be Ambrose and Cena teaming up to take on Styles and a tag team partner of his choosing. After that match, we had the Usos take on the Hype Bros. It wasn't really much of anything. It was the Usos kind of squashing the Hype Bros. I do like the Usos' new gimmick, though. I
was really disappointed in the Usos tonight. I really was.
Really?
Because they went back to the same old thing in a way. Backlash, they were heels. They were doing different moves. They came out dressed in all black. They didn't use the splash, the super kick to win a match. They used a straight-up submission.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight they were wearing colors again, and they were doing the super kick. Even though they were doing heelish stuff, they went back to their old move sets where they're, super kick, splash, we win. I liked how they were doing the super kick to the knee and then freaking hitting them up with, like, the old Conan move, the Tequila Sunrise. I like that. I like how they were winning like that. I just didn't care for how they went back to the same old stuff.
Seems like SmackDown has more teams than Raw. Definitely they do. They're definitely utilizing their tag teams better on SmackDown than on Raw. That's for sure.
SmackDown's utilizing everybody better than Raw.
Yes, that's for sure. Amen to that.
They got less.
What about you, Justin? Did you see anything you liked about the tag match? Anything in specific or bad
I
about the
mean,
tag match?
yeah, it was pretty much a squash match, just like you said. But I do kind of agree with Dave how they're wearing the colors again and they did splash and all that. They should have just stayed how they were at Backlash, just being the heel team, going after his knee again and just double teaming it like that. So I
Right.
kind of didn't like how he said how they went back to doing their old stuff.
This
But
SmackDown was Tag Team Match Mania. Yeah, there's quite a few tag matches tonight. That's for sure. You're right about that. Next we had the Miz come out, basically, talking about he's the main event and he's been holding the belt for this, for 100 and something days, and which then led to Ziggler coming out and confronting the Miz, talking about how he cheated to win. Yeah, push James Ellsworth. How he needed help from Maurice to get the win over him. So he pretty much says, I want a rematch, I want a second shot, just me and you one-on-one. Maurice pretty much makes fun of him, says, you want a rematch with my husband, that's not pretty much not going to happen, yada, yada, yada. Which then led to Daniel Bryan coming out and pretty much saying that Ziggler's going to get a rematch, and then The Miz went nuts, saying, I'm not going to wrestle or defend my title until we do some contract negotiations. So they're really kind of teasing The Miz and Daniel Bryan again a little bit. They didn't really have to have him get involved in that little mess between Ziggler and The Miz. Anything you guys want to touch on that?
yeah, I'm. It's the funny thing is Daniel Bryan can say, "Well, you're fired and you're stripped of the title." So I don't see how they're kind of going with he can negotiate his own stuff. All Miz has to do is just strip him, and that's it.
Yeah, I would
Right.
completely agree. I was thinking the same exact thing. Like, okay, why not just say, okay, you can contractually leave SmackDown and go to Raw if you want, but
Yep,
the Intercontinental title is a property of SmackDown.
exactly.
And
Right.
yes, JBL Daniel Bryan is the GM of SmackDown.
I'm tired of him. He always messes stuff up like that. It's so I don't know why.
I'm sorry, but I mean, as much as I like JBL as the wrestler and everything, I'm getting tired of him on commentary, man. It's
Hey,
just
I would take JBL over Otunga.
I would take him over on Tonga, but I mean,
Even though Tonga said Mojo Rawley had like a broken eye or something like that, I was like, what the hell?
yeah, it's just sometimes he just
I was like, what are you doing? Shut up. Stop talking, please.
Yes.
yeah, they both say some like crazy shit. Why not have Renee Young be a commentator, a female? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Renee Young is awesome. Like I love talking smack. I love all the post shows she's involved in. I don't know how she would do in commentary. I'm not really sure.
She did do it for a little bit.
On like
during,
Superstars. Yeah.
and she also did it on NXT when they would have the women's matches. She would come in and sit and do commentary on the women's matches. But they were trying it, and I just don't think they think it worked. I do
Yeah.
think her better is what she's doing. I think what she does now is perfect. That interviewing for SmackDown and doing the talking smack. I mean, that's like that's almost better than unfiltered, just because you're getting live reaction right after SmackDown goes off the air. You're getting live interviews. So
Bring
that's
Jerry Lawler back.
and you get Daniel Bryan unfiltered. If you're a big Daniel Bryan fan, you get him open mic, unfiltered. No pun
Right.
intended.
Talking Smack is really good. It's really good. I'm not gonna lie. Next, we were supposed to have a Corbin and Cruz match, but then that's when we saw. I think Corbin just attacked Cruz.
Yeah.
He explained why he did what he did on Talking Smack. Um,
I think he's probably back to the indie wrestler thing. He doesn't like the indie guys or something now again.
well, no, he was basically saying, I beat him. I beat him on the pre-show. Why do I have to fight him? Why do I have to wrestle him again? I already proved my point. I'm already proved that I can beat him. And then I liked what he said. He also on the pre-show said that he can beat anybody on the roster, and that he mentioned that he beat AJ Styles a few weeks ago. And then Daniel Bryan mentioned, though, but you didn't pin him. But he goes, I still got the win. A win's a win. Daniel Bryan's, pretty much. I'm liking. He's pretty much. Excuse me. Corbin was pretty much blaming Daniel Bryan for not being able to get his push towards the title, which I thought was pretty interesting. I'm wondering.
Oh, you mean Ambrose? I was getting confused. I was like, wait, he didn't beat AJ Styles. He beat Ambrose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Ambrose.
Oh,
And he did say that it wasn't his fault that a 5'7" guy, meaning AJ Styles, got involved into the match. And then that's when Daniel Bryan says, you think you can beat AJ Styles? And he says, I can beat anybody here on SmackDown. So looks like Corbin may be getting a nice little push. Maybe Swagger is the perfect guy for Corbin to beat, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a perfect segue to what we were about to go into, too, with Swagger debuting.
Yeah, he's debuting on SmackDown, and I'm liking this. It looks like more guys. This is a perfect way to get guys to switch from brand to brand to freshen things up. Is having their contract, so to speak, coming up, and Raw can steal them or SmackDown can steal them. So, we may see someday Becky Lynch on Raw or Sasha Banks on SmackDown or John Cena back on Raw and, flip-flopping back and forth, which that would be pretty cool, I think.
Yes,
this is
would.
Like GM mode in WWE Raw versus SmackDown 2007.
Or people can get traded, basically.
Yeah, I think that's definitely an awesome concept that I liked how they brought that into play.
When everyone get drafted, wouldn't their contracts be renegotiated by then? Everyone have new contracts?
Right. Well, I guess their contracts that they currently have just move over. I guess maybe. I don't know.
It's confusing to me because if you just draft somebody, wouldn't you sign them to a brand new contract? You're gonna AJ's contract.
If you really want to really think about it, yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah.
Picks who have ultimately guaranteed contracts right away, and the lower picks that you may have picked on the network.
Sign Rollins to a 10-year deal. That would be insane. That'd be cool if they had breaking news breaking news. SmackDown signs Roman Reigns to a 3-year deal or some shit like that. That'd be pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So let's move on to the fatal 5-way match, which was going to declare the #1 contender for Becky Lynch's title at No Mercy. We had Bliss, Natty, Nikki, Naomi, and Carmella. I thought the match was excellent. And a surprise win, too. I didn't think this woman was going to win. And Alexa Bliss gets the win.
That was pretty interesting.
Carmella super kicked Nikki while she's about to do her finisher on, who was it? Was it Bliss or Natty? I can't remember who she was.
I think it was Naomi.
Or was it Naomi? Oh, I'm totally wrong. Yeah, and she steals the win over Carmella. So, Bliss versus Becky Lynch at No Mercy. Wow, that's going to be a good match.
Is that set for No Mercy, or is that just...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It's at No Mercy, yeah.
Okay. I was trying
to had a Sports Center type show. Oh, that'd be interesting. I wonder how they would do that.
That would be cool. Could they really do it every single night, though? Because what are you going to talk about every single night?
Maybe a once a week type show.
You got This Week in WWE with Scott Stanford every Saturday, so that's pretty much the closest you're going to get, I think.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Yeah, I guess, good point.
It'd be cool to have a WWE News thing where you could show more stuff, weekly, or even, I guess you could try something like that. That'd be interesting. Instead of having wrestlers appear on SportsCenter, have them appear on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think Styles is going to be on SportsCenter tomorrow night.
I will be watching the Cruiserweight. Sorry about that, Styles.
Yeah. Next, we had the Slater signing segment, which he officially signed his SmackDown contract with Rhino, which led to the Ascension interrupting, saying that they want a title match, and Shane granting them one, pretty much. It was an easy, quick finish. Slater and Rhino get the win. Anything y'all want to talk about that segment? I thought Slater was going to lose or turn on Rhino. Oh, really?
I thought the opposite. I for some reason keep thinking that Rhino's going to turn on Slater. I just don't know. It just looks like it.
Right. Dave?
I mean, I did I could have even seen them losing the title this time, honestly. But yeah, really quick. Yeah, I think we were all shocked that Bliss won.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, 'cause I don't know if we touched on. I don't think we did, but yeah, and it was a really good match. And this is why I love Fatal 4-Way matches, not the elimination style. Yes, elimination style can be longer.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, this match was so action-packed and so fast-paced for the women. I mean,
It really was.
I mean, could really be considered almost the match of the night because it was so good.
Oh, it was definitely match of the night, in my opinion.
Yeah,
What did you think of it, Justin?
Yeah, it was very good. I mean, you kind of figured it wasn't going to be Carmella or Nikki because they're going to start fighting each other now. And so you basically had either Naomi or Alexa Bliss. And I don't know whether they're going to go with Naomi now. Like, who's she going to start going against? But I'm pretty glad Alexa won. That's going to be very interesting down the road to see what happens.
I actually thought Natalya was going to win because they were going to go back to their feud they had for a little bit.
Oh, God. I hope not.
And that's why I think that the SmackDown women have a better roster than Raw, in my opinion. At least
they're definitely using the women roster a lot better.
Yes.
Because you can go with any of those 5 women to get a title shot. I mean, really. So even though Bliss probably won't win, it's a good start to have someone. I love what Alexa Bliss is doing now. She's kind of doing a little Harley Quinn type look when she comes out. I kind of like that.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, she looked good out there. I don't think she's going to beat Becky Lynch, but I'm glad she's getting an opportunity like this after only being up for so very short time right now. I mean, you could go her, and then you could go anybody next out of all the 5. You can go Naomi, anybody. You just have her go through these 5 women.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what makes it so great. I don't think Raw can say the same thing. Besides Sasha and Bayley, who's your next challenger for it? Nia Jax?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you got 5 women, or now 4 more women. If you want to say Eva Marie too, you got 6 women you could give a title shot to.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where they go. Mark it down. Alexa Bliss, if she stays healthy, she's going to be great. Oh, of course, I agree.
Absolutely.
She definitely has potential. Anything else y'all want to touch on with the tag match between Rhino and Slater?
I'm glad we actually got a title match on Raw. I was saying this on Twitter to you, SmackDown to you guys. Like, it would be nice to actually have, even though the match was a squash match pretty much. But I mean, it was so nice to get a title match on SmackDown. I was like, SmackDown hasn't had any matches since they've been there, or since they've been live, other than the draft, the world title match on the draft. But that was it.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice to see a little different style of matches going on tonight.
Definitely.
Even though tag matches, we got a title match, return of Cena. It was nice. Randy Orton comes down, explains what happens at Backlash. Bray Wyatt gets him another nice little promo. Definitely, I think we're gonna finally see this match at No Mercy. We see the return of Rowan. I guess they're back together again. Not really sure what's up with that.
How bad Brock beats the crap out of Orton too in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I was hoping it was going to be Harper, like everybody said. Maybe a tag at No Mercy, Rowan and Bray versus Orton and someone else. I mean, maybe it could happen if Orton's maybe is not 100% ready yet.
Who's Orton though? I mean, Jack Swagger. I mean, who?
Orton and Hawkins. That
works. No, I'm sorry. I mean,
I wonder if Hawkins is going to be a heel or a face. I wonder what his gimmick's actually going to be.
Yeah, I would think a heel. Everyone loves Hawkins' thing. I think it's kind of corny and stupid, honestly.
It's like a Matt Hardy kind of deal.
And Matt Hardy stuff was at least kind of funny. He wasn't going out there saying it. It was just when he walked out, it was a little thing. Mattitude. Matt is something, you know. I mean, these little facts things are, to me, everyone loves them on Twitter, I guess, but I think it's just me. I'm just not really feeling the whole gimmick. I don't really like the little fact stuff.
I guess you just got to see what happens when we actually
I just don't like this.
Right. So main event time. Styles and was going to be James, right? His name's James Ellsworth.
Yeah.
The guy that got recently squashed on Raw in a match against Strowman, but he was a major hit on the internet, on Twitter. Daniel Bryan makes Styles, makes him his Styles partner because Styles obviously couldn't find one, and I thought it was funny. And yes, James Ellsworth's biggest pop of the weekend. He got a very nice little pop.
Yep.
But before James can make it down to the ring, good old Miz interrupts, attacks James, and basically beats the crap out of him.
He beat the shit out of him.
Yeah. And takes his place. And Miz says, I'm the main event. I should be in this match. Takes over for him. And then we have the Miz and Styles take on Cena and Ambrose. Dave, what did you think of the match?
I was first off, I was glad Miz did this because I did not want to see James Shuttlesworth or whatever the kid's name is.
Ellsworth.
Shuttlesworth.
Yeah. Okay. I want to see this kid and AJ Styles as a team. That was like, is this a joke main event now? I'm glad it was a Miz. I thought the match was good. I thought it seemed more like a main event match. I thought the tag match was actually really good. I enjoyed Miz and Styles kind of style together.
Right.
Intended. But are we just talking about the whole match too?
Yeah, go ahead.
I did that even though I'm not saying this because I like Styles and want Styles to win everything. I just think Styles and Miz should have won this match because of Cena and Ambrose not getting along. I think that's how it should have went down. Or either Ambrose, even though you might not want the new number one contender to take a loss, but it would have made perfect sense if Cena accidentally hit Ambrose and it cost them the match.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then you build up your heel champions as winners. And I think, honestly, the Miz and Styles could be like team beat up John Cena because they both beat John Cena at a big pay-per-view.
Right.
That's a good point.
They would have been an interesting team. But I was really even though this is way off topic, I was really disappointed because I thought WWE could have done something huge with a Styles and Corbin team up type thing. We're having Corbin be his bodyguard. I think
Samoa Joe debut. Oh yeah, I'm sure a lot of people would have loved to see Samoa Joe or the Lone Style. Oh god,
yeah. You could have had Diesel Shawn Michaels with AJ and Corbin.
Yes. Yep.
Right. What about you, Justin? What did you think?
Oh, it was good. I mean, I enjoyed it. We've seen these two feuds, I guess, go a little bit further. It's gonna be interesting to see where Cena and Styles goes, even after the triple threat. So I mean,
now do we all agree? I'm not meaning to cut you off, but that this triple threat is probably going to be a way for Styles to keep the title.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's just another way for him to keep the title and go on to whatever the following pay-per-view is. Well, it'd probably be Survivor Series, I believe.
That would be Survivor Series, which we probably would see Cena versus versus Styles, I would think. One-on-one.
Vince would love to do Cena versus Cena.
I hope we see Bryan versus Styles one more time, one more match. Man. Everybody does, but keep it.
That'd be awesome.
Again, this is Get the Tables Podcast, episode number 17. I'm your host, Tony, with my two hosts, as always, the Bizarre One, Dave, and Justin. We're just here chit-chatting about Raw and SmackDown. I think we can all agree that SmackDown wins again.
Oh, yes.
Best SmackDown of the new era, of the SmackDown Live era, because, man, start off with Cena coming back. No one, I don't mean we're talking about this, but I don't know if Tony, if you feel the same way, but we didn't even know Cena was even going to show up at all. That was wow, Cena's there. That just I think it kind of put SmackDown on another level having Cena there. Now and even Backlash seemed, even though I said I gave it a 5, I think it was still missing something. It it seemed more like a live event we were watching than really a big pay-per-view. And so now we do have Cena versus Styles versus Ambrose for the title. Now that seems like a huge main event.
Hell yeah, it does.
Yes, definitely. Backlash was like a house show. Yep, you see, we had a guy who agree with you. Yeah, it was just like Backlash to me was good, but it was like a SmackDown.
Yeah, it was with title matches.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
we're 2 pay-per-views in a row. Backlash, No Mercy. It really reminds you of the old days. Backlash and No Mercy. Two
right.
old pay-per-views.
Definitely. What did you? Let's touch on since we're here at the end of our SmackDown and Raw review. We are going to do a special review tomorrow night where we're going to see the crowning of a lightweight, the cruiserweight. Excuse me. Where's my head at? A cruiserweight. Later's original Jimmy. Thanks for joining. A new cruiserweight champion on the CWC tomorrow night. We are going to do a review on it tomorrow night when the show is over. So I hope you guys who are in here tonight can join us tomorrow night. Any predictions before we end tonight's show? I can't remember. It's Ibushi, Zabri, T.J. Perkins, and what's the other one? I can't remember the other guy's name.
Man, I
don't even know.
Grand
I know it's a Mexican fighter, correct?
Grand Metalik or something like that?
But what's the match is official tomorrow? Is it Ibushi and Sabre, or is it Perkins?
I'm going to look up it online real quick if they have it. I'm not really sure. I can't.
I still think Ibushi's going to win the whole thing. I guess.
I'm thinking, I would love to see Ibushi and Sabre in the final. That's what I would love to see that match.
Ibushi and Sabre in the final would be amazing.
That dude's just too skinny to me, so I don't know.
Sabre win. Okay.
No question, they're both great athletes. Too bad they're both not going to be nowhere near the WWE.
It's going to be, let's see. I think it's Ibushi versus Grand Metalik. Metalik. And it's going to be Zabri versus T.J. Perkins.
That one right there.
Yeah.
So tomorrow's going to be a nice little treat for us. I'm going to say Zabri.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to say Zabri wins.
I'm going Ibushi. I mean, it doesn't Ibushi and Zack Sabre. There's something wrong. It has to come down to those two are the two best, honestly, the two best in their division in the world. They beat everybody else. So there's going to be other matches on the show, too, so that's going to be kind of nice.
So if you love wrestling, definitely tune in tomorrow night on the WWE Network. We're going to see the crowning of a new Cruiserweight champion. We will be live right after the show, so please join us if you can. If you want to stick around, we're going to be doing another Periscope where we're going to be doing our NFL prediction show. Last week we had our first show. It was pretty nice. We actually had an official winner this week. And so we'll be live right after this Periscope, so hope you guys can join us. Thanks you guys for all. I think we had total of 13 viewers on my part 2 scope, and I think we had over 20 on the first one. So I appreciate everybody coming in here. Over almost 40 viewers tonight, so I appreciate that. Thanks for all the hearts, guys. Thank you for all that. And we'll be right back. Hope you guys can join us, and see you tomorrow Weight Classic. Thank you, guys.
All right.